the 2015 Subaru Forester. The most award-winning small SUV with better fuel economy than competing models. And the certainty down the road you expect from a Subaru. The 2015 Subaru Forester. It's a whole lot to love.
Come see what everybody loves at Cruise Subaru.
And maintain the love with complimentary maintenance included only at Cruise Subaru on Rivers.
America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Blackboard Stadium. We're live tonight. Charleston Battery versus Wilmington Hammerheads. My name's Andrew Bell. I'll be your host tonight, bringing you this live USL game. Glorious early summer's evening here in Charleston, South Carolina. Let's just check the temperature before we get started. 79 degrees, bright blue, clear skies, natural grass playing surface, and two regional rivals in this USL fixture. The referee tonight, Alexander Zhelyazkov. I hope I said that right. Zhelyazkov, and his assistants Rick Rogers and Brian Bozard. The fourth official is Kadeem Sabara. Had a quick chat with those guys before the game, and they're looking forward to officiating tonight's match between Wilmington Hammerheads and Charleston Battery. This game presented by the Charleston Battery in partnership with USL and Tourbeau Sports. It's Military Appreciation Night this evening, and the Charleston Battery will be in green woodland camo jerseys. They'll be going from right to left in the first half. The Wilmington Hammerheads in the customary blue jerseys. And we are right at kickoff. They're still piling in here at Blackboard Stadium. They're expecting a full house tonight here for this USL game. And the Battery will have possession as we get started here. It's Eviel Cordovez alongside Ricky Garbanzo, the Cuban striker, alongside the local product, the Rock Hill native, the Coastal Carolina man, Garbanzo. And I'll remind you, the Battery knocked the Fort Lauderdale Strikers out of the Open Cup in their last game. That was Wednesday night. Charleston will host Orlando City right here at Blackboard Stadium on Wednesday, June the 17th. That's going to be a great night, and I'd encourage you to get your tickets. I believe tickets go on sale Tuesday. Wilmington, without the distraction of Open Cup play, they got knocked out in the second round, and actually have only played one game in the last couple of weeks. So they'll be well rested. The Battery, on the other hand, battle weary. They've played, this will be, I think this is the 8th game in the month of May, which is remarkable when you think about it. And there has been some squad rotation tonight, as you'll see as we get started here. And away we go with the Battery in possession. It's Van Schaik who comes out to play on the left side of the midfield here. Charleston work it back to Sean Ferguson. Out to the far side in the bright sunshine over there is the right back, Taylor Mueller. Portillo comes to collect the ball. Slips it inside to Tourbeau. He was under a bit of pressure there, and he opts just to thump it forward. Cordovez jumps. It's up and away by Wilmington. Tourbeau with a challenge. It's there to be won in the middle. And Wilmington come up with a loose ball. Driven straight into the chest of Tourbeau. Out to the far side now. Tomaselli plays it square. Nicholson, the veteran, spins away with possession. Nicely done there from the Englishman. And square now to Troy Cole. Here's Nicholson. Charleston will pressure at times, as you can see. You saw the run of Garbanzo there. Back it goes again to Cole. Andre Rawls, the goalkeeper, looking on. Moose up the middle to Nicholson. Has a look up. Squares it to Moose. Moose gives it away. Tourbeau takes possession. Now Portillo, first time to a jetty. And Charleston just settle with Sean Ferguson here. Charleston unbeaten at Blackboard Stadium in USL play in over a year. Haven't lost a game this year then, of course. At home. Ferguson squares it to Lasso. Quick ball out to this near side to the Ghanaian. Emmanuel Ajeti. Chips one forward, looking for Cordovez. It's awkward for him and it bounces away. Nothing between these teams in the early going. As that Tourbeau challenges. Just Quinton Griffith unavailable tonight through injury, and Zach Prince not available for the Battery through suspension. He's reached the 5-game the 5 yellow card caution threshold, so he misses tonight's match. Nicholson, heavy touch, but he gets away with it, and that's a good ball down this near side. It's going to force Lasso across on the cover. Moose, a little back heel, kept in nicely there. Here's Parrott. Tackled away by the battery, into touch it goes. It'll be a throw-in for the Wilmington Hammerheads. Parrott slips one in. Tourrier goes to ground, but he didn't get to the ball. Sonny Jane working against the Jetty, who sticks the foot out. Good tackle from the young defender. Hooks it clear. Nicholson wins the header. Parrott again. Good spell this for the visitors. Swung into the back post. Ferguson gets his head on it. The battery under pressure here in the early going as Marini comes up with a loose ball. Just about got the pass away. Nicely done. It's Jared Van Schaik to Garbanzo. Down the line for Cordovez. Waits for support. Oh, lovely little 1-2. Left a little bit off it, but a Jetty finds the loose ball. Now Tourrier. Lasso. First time, drives it out. Great ball if he can keep it in over there. Which he can. Mueller. Pass down the line is cut out. It'll be a throw-in for the Charleston battery. Midway up inside the half on the far side. I mentioned they're expecting a sellout. You see the seats empty on the far side, but there are about 600 people on the one end. At the to the right, who are enjoying a pre-game meal on that concourse. As that bounce awkward there for Tourrier, who digs in and wins it back with help from Portillo. The referee, Mr. Zhelyazkov, blows his whistle. Free kick, Wilmington Hammerheads. We're in the 5th minute here, no score. Unlucky there, Parrott, just spun away off him awkwardly. Throw in Charleston. The Jetty finds Tourrier. Back now to Lasso. Squares it to Ferguson. Early ball forward, Cordovez. Nicely done, he finds Van Schaik. Backwards to Tourrier, brings it wide now to a Jetty. Better from the home side. Here's Garbanzo. Ball swung across, it'll run behind. Actually across here for a throw-in. Down the line from Wilmington, headed inside, but won well there by Nicholson. Strong challenge in the midfield, and Wilmington come up with a loose ball. Here come the Hammerheads across the halfway line. The sunshine, of course, will fade away as the night draws on. There's the long ball out to this near side. A Jetty snaps the header down. Van Schaik onto the loose ball. Finds it nicely. Splits them to Garbanzo. It's a little to the left. Garbanzo looks now towards the top of the 18. Into the box. They're backing off him. Still Garbanzo. Sets it wide for Portillo. It's on target, but a comfortable save for Andre Rawls. Lasso lets it run. It'll be a throw-in for the Charleston Battery. These teams played already once this year, earlier on this season. 2-1 win for the Battery in a game played up there at Legion Stadium. Garbanzo's flick didn't come off. He comes in with another challenge to win it back. Tourbeau. Wide now to Mueller. Back inside to the second Coastal Carolina man, Justin Portillo. Second-year pro Portillo. Here's Cordovez. Fouled on the far side. The flag goes up. It'll be a free kick for the Charleston Battery. And this is a chance to send the two massive central defenders forward. Lasso and Ferguson, both of them 6'4" or close. Big targets to aim at. Van Schaik across to take the set piece, the free kick. The in-swinger coming then off that left foot. 9th minute here at Blackboard Stadium. No score. Free kick Charleston. That's a good ball in. It's headed down off the line somehow. Lasso can't believe it. Great defending from Wilmington. We'll see if we can get another look at that in a second. It looked like it was headed in, didn't it? Brilliant reaction save. Let's see. There's the header. Oh, it's the goalkeeper who got his hand to it. Superb. Mueller now with a long throw in for Charleston. In it comes to the near post. Flicked across awkwardly. Away by Wilmington. Ferguson holds it up at the halfway line. That's good work by Jane. Slots it down the line. Lasso across on the cover. Super tackle from the big man. Clips it forward. Awkward one. Headed down. The game picking up in pace and intensity. Jane slips it inside. Ajeti sticks the foot in and wins it on the second attempt. Back it goes to the goalkeeper, Adisnell Cooper. Well, the Battery are in good form at the moment. We'll see if their legs can carry them through this game. Wilmington will be well rested, as we said. Have been in mixed form to this point in the season, just looking for that little bit of consistency. Ajeti inside, squares it to Portillo. Misses out the centre half and finds Mueller on the far side. Just missed his pass there, Mueller, and that one is behind for a goal kick. Ten minutes played now at Blackboard Stadium here in Charleston, South Carolina. Warm summer's evening, early summer's evening, as Wilmington mess about with it in the back. They just about get away with it. Up the line it goes. They've got numbers forward here, the Hammerheads. Nice touch there from Wheeler. One back in the tackle by the Battery. Portillo misses his pass. Tourbeau snaps in with the tackle. Finds possession. Now Van Schaik invites Jetty forward. Back it goes to Van Schaik. Portillo wants it to feet. And now a Jetty with a moment of time. Portillo's going to drive it. That's a super ball across court to Mueller, who takes a step forward. And another. Here he comes now, the fullback. Clips it inside to Cordovez. He wanted to get the shot away, which he does. It's on target again. Not much pace on it. Another save for Rawls. I think that's his third of the game. 12 minutes in, no score. Have you visited the new USLsoccer.com? Get the latest news and live stats and check out the new social media hub. Real battle going on over there. Oh, the referee blows his whistle and says free kick Wilmington. It was Wheeler involved. They might want to risk a few players forward here, Wilmington. Let's have a look. Or will they play it on the ground? Let's see. Martinez is over it. Yeah, they're going to send the big boys forward. This is a chance. Here in the 12th minute, free kick for the Hammerheads. Martinez on that left foot, he whips it to the back post. Cooper comes to collect it. Good hands from the goalkeeper. Drives it downfield, super kick out. He picks out Cordovez. Now Portillo. Charleston looking to break here. was a sidewinder of a punt out there from the goalkeeper. Here's a Jetty. Now Ferguson, square to Mueller. Dane Kelly, Navian Boyd, both on the bench tonight. They both started. Actually, Kelly had a great game Wednesday night against Fort Lauderdale. Scored the game winner to knock the NASL side out. I'm sure many of you noted of the games that matched USL versus NASL. It was 7-0 in favor of USL. Well, that's late on Portillo. And it's going to be a talking to for Aaron Wheeler. Be lucky not to get booked for that. Maybe just a last warning. Portillo saying, how is that not a booking, sir? The ball was gone after he got kicked, but he's up and okay. No Stephen Armstrong alongside me tonight, I'm sorry to say. Had to miss this game, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Nelson Aquari also will be joining us on the broadcast. I think the next game actually will be Nelson Aquari, former Battery man, former captain of the U20 national team, who joins us on some of the broadcasts as Wilmington parry that away. Tourbeau, heavy touch, but he wins it back in the tackle. Well played. Now Marini. Tourbeau, lovely touch to Marini. Switches it across to Ajeti. Takes it in stride. Great first touch for the youngster. Inside now to Ajeti. Tries to set it back to Ajeti rather from Van Schaik, and now the counter-attack is on, but the pass will miss Sonny Jane. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Portillo looking long, there's not really much on. He swings it across to Mueller, who's been involved in a lot of the action tonight so far, Mueller, with the Battery going forward as Marini finds possession. Slips it into Van Schaik, finds Cordovez. Cordovez trying to get around the fullback and slides it into the near post with that left foot. Chance for Cordovez, but he misses the target. Hit it very well, didn't he? But pulled it wide. Quarter of an hour gone, no score at Blackboard Stadium. Charleston have been scoring goals this year. That's the one thing they really have done consistently. And lots of different players getting involved in the goal scoring. That's a good touch from Cordovez. Garbanzo sets it through the middle for Van Schaik, and out comes the goalkeeper to pick it up. For a moment there was a little bit of anxiety, but nicely dealt with, and now here's Nicholson, who gets it forward quickly. Charleston collapse onto the ball as it's sent back there. Tomaselli round the outside. Wheeler tackled over there. It'll be a throw-in for Wilmington. Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content. That's a free kick. Wow, he's given it to the Battery. It looked like it should have been a free kick for Wilmington. Again, our referee tonight, Alexander Zhelyazkov, drove over from Atlanta, Georgia for the game. Second time he's been here this season was an assistant 3 weeks ago, I believe. Tonight, the man in the middle, the man in charge, as Cordovez looks for some support. Finds it with Marini. Marini just has a little nibble inside. He tries to work it into the middle. Down goes Garbanzo! Penalty, says the referee. He was pulled to the ground. And it'll be a chance for the Battery from the spot, and it looks like he may have picked up an injury there. Let's hope he's okay. We'll see if we can have another look at it. No, we won't be able to see the chance again. I've got to be honest, my first reaction was penalty, and the referee immediately pointed. Well, you can see the Wilmington lads just sort of having a word here and questioning the decision. It won't matter now, will it? There was contact, and down he went. Portillo is usually the man from the spot to take the penalties. I'm wondering if he got a booking. I'm not sure if I saw it. He did just pull the yellow card out. I'm not sure who got booked. Wheeler, perhaps that was for something he said. Well, Garbanzo in his rookie season, look at him, he's just limping away. He is full of aggression and running. Works very, very hard. Be hard picked to find someone that works harder than him on the field, and now he's given his side a chance here from the spot. It's Portillo. Buries it, 1-0. Well, he was taking his time. I think he was hoping that Rolls would move, and he really didn't. I think that's Portillo's second goal of the season. And the Battery then, 1-0 up here in the 20th minute. We were just conferring, Ed Allen, my scorekeeper, and myself there. And I think that is Justin's second goal. The first came up in that away match in New York, where the Battery pulled out a 1-1 tie with a late penalty that Portillo also scored. As Lasso hooks that away. Let's see what the response is like from the Hammerheads. They'll be looking to hit back quickly here. There's Wheeler with a little touch. Tourbeau first to the loose ball. He hooks it away. It's not the best clearance. Maybe a chance for a strike. No, it's Tourbeau again in at the right place. That's not the best from Van Schaik. Jetty will just lump that high into the air. Garbanzo in with a challenge. Portillo into touch. Throw in Wilmington Hammerheads. Even the coaching staff have joined in. They're wearing, it looks like, urban camouflage jerseys. The Battery are in those green camo jerseys. They'll be auctioning them tonight. The proceeds to benefit the local Wounded Warrior chapter. Of course, Charleston is a military town. We have the Joint Base Charleston here, which comprises multiple branches of the military, including big C-17 squadron. The 437th Airlift Wing Commander was here this evening, Mr. John Lamontagne, Colonel Lamontagne. I was chatting with him briefly before the match. And a lot of military folks coming out to support the Battery week in, week out. And a bunch here tonight as the ball is sent out by the Hammerheads to Parrott on this near side. Clips it down the line. A Jetty volleys it high into the air. He's going to have to try again. It's headed square. Again, Tourbeau with another good touch away. We'll be hoping to impress his national team coach, Tourbeau, and maybe get a chance to play for Haiti in this summer's Gold Cup, which would be a big personal accomplishment. Of course, he would be missing from the Battery for a good while if that happens. Don't forget to follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider, join club conversations, and have a chance at exclusive giveaways. Sonny Jane, oh, nicely done. Square, wow, Wheeler. He tried for the 1-2. He maybe could have just let that run across his body and had a crack, but the pass off target. It'll be a goal kick now for the Battery. Charleston with a big exhibition game coming up in a few weeks' time. They'll be hosting the English Premier League's West Bromwich Albion here in July 17th, that match. Tickets are on sale. There's been a rush of activity around it. There are still tickets available, though, at charlestonbattery.com. But I would not wait too long if you are looking to come out and watch that EPL side. Tourbeau sticks his head in there. The referee says no. There wasn't any real danger. Nicholson now. Backwards to Martinez. Left-footed, driven ball. He hit that with some venom. My gosh. Straight into touch. That'll give Parrott a headache. He did stick his head in, but phew, no apology either. It's a throw-in for Charleston. Portillo back to Ajeti. Clips it forward. Over the head of Cordovez. Now here's Troy Cole. Squares it to Martinez. Andre Campbell, the Jamaican, out on the far side. He doesn't get the ball this time, as Wilmington just approached the halfway line here in the 24th minute. Charleston 1-0 up here. The running of Garbanzo again causing some problems. The running of Cordovez causes the early clearance. Charleston win the ball back. That's the pressure that Charleston will bring occasionally, as Cordovez will be caught offside here. Lovely little step there at the last moment from Troy Cole to leave him stranded. Cole finds Nicholson under a bit of pressure. He gets it back. He'll go wide now to Parrott. Charleston working hard in the midfield. There's the long ball forward. Wheeler helps it on. Chested away by Ferguson, who's strong in the challenge, and fires it down the line. That gets a round of applause for the former College of Charleston man. You just got to get out of the way of the centre halves when they're running at you sometimes. Wheeler gets the position on Ajeti. Touré, lovely little body fake, finds Cordovez, good touch, and trying to set Marini through. He's onside, Dante Marini. Good work by Campbell. The referee says get up, Cordovez, as Wilmington parried it away. Well, the fullback Campbell did a great job to get back there, as Garbanzo somehow brought that down. That'll be a throw-in for Charleston. Good tackle from Parrott. I tell you what, some full-blooded challenges coming in here. In front of a packed house here at Blackboard Stadium. Charleston, the home side, 1-0 up over the Hammerheads. Portillo to Van Schaik. Portillo again. Oh, nicely worked there from Jane. He's got some legs as well. Ajeti's trying to get back at him. Jane brings it forward, looks up, well played, looking for some help from Campbell, the fullback, who gets to the ball. Mueller across on the cover and wins possession. Great surging run there from Sonny Jane. Nicholson gets his head on it. Martinez drives it forward, a little touch in to the box. Mueller on the ground. Van Schaik knocked off the ball. Chipped out to this near side. Ajeti heads away. Van Schaik trying to make amends. Nicholson gets there first. Ajeti and Van Schaik hooks it into touch. Throw in Wilmington. Wilmington work it wide. Andre Campbell. Early ball in. Good ball in. Headed away by Charleston. Touré, he won the header, but he knocked the player over. It's a free kick for the Hammerheads, and here's a chance. This was Suter right footer. It'll be direct, and a chance to really test Additional Cooper from 20 yards out. Let's have a look at the challenge. Well, you could see he got up, but his left arm was over the back of Jane. And that's a free kick. No question he won the header, but just used his arm to get that leverage. Well, Jane over it with his left foot. It's difficult for a left footer to score from this angle, but he could be looking at the back post for Wheeler as well. Referee wants the wall back, the requisite 10 yards. Mr. Zhelyazkov. Here's Jane. Well, he was looking for that top right-hand corner, but he just missed the target as Cooper goes across and collides with the post. It'll be a goal kick for Charleston. It's a difficult skill, really, to score with your left foot from that side of the wall. On the box, rather. Let's have a look how close he got. Well, he got it over the wall, but never really dipped down to trouble Cooper. Nicholson, good solid header forward. Oh, Lasso missed the header. Little 1-2, but Van Schaik is too strong in the challenge, and Lasso goes to ground. Van Schaik first to the loose ball. Into touch, throw in Charleston. Down the line it goes. Cordovez. It runs away, down the line still, but it's Garbanzo first to the loose ball. Picks out Tourbeau. He got caught after the ball had gone. I think he's okay. The referee had a look at the fourth official. Play continues. Parrott across over there. The ball headed clear, and now a counter-attack chance here for Wilmington. One back by Charleston. Oh, a push off the ball from Jane on Mueller. Play continues. Into the box it comes. Cordovez! Oh, he got the shot all wrong as he went on the spin. And Garbanzo stays down. The referee will now allow the trainer on as the ball is sportingly kicked into touch by Stefan De Frege from the Wilmington Hammerheads. Well, the referee will come across here, I would think, and have a word with the fourth official just to see if there was anything in that challenge on Garbanzo. It was off the ball. Gave him a word on his ear. I think he said there was contact, but not enough for a foul. I missed that. I think you guys just saw the replay there, but let's see if we can have another look at that. Sounds like we caught that incident. Here you go. So there's well, yep, it was the old accidentally on purpose. Came through him after the ball had gone. Not too much though, and Garbanzo will be okay after that challenge. Lasso holding firm against Sonny Jane. Ferguson plays it forward, helped on by Van Schaik. Martinez stabs it down the line. Wheeler, good chest down. De Frege rides the challenge from Van Schaik. Finds Jane. His touch was just off, though. And Tourbeau slips it wide to Mueller. Long ball forward, looking for Garbanzo. Just leans in, tries to chase the follow-up, but no. That'll be gathered up by Rawls, the goalkeeper. Nicholson sweeps it out to De Frege. Touch heavy, and he loses the 50-50. Portillo onto the loose ball. Has a look up. Marini. Now Tourbeau, wow, look at, you can see the frustration, but finally it comes to him. Mueller, he's in space on this near side. Cuts inside his man. Drives it in square on that left foot. And it didn't really catch it cleanly on the cross there. And Wilmington can clear. Tourbeau chests it down to Dante Marini. Now Portillo. Ajeti making ground on this near side. Here is Ajeti. Just Cordovez to aim at in the box. And I think he saw that, so he sets back now to Van Schaik. Good ball to Portillo. Lovely ball to Garbanzo, but he misses the pass just slightly. And it's behind for a goal kick. 32nd minute here at Blackboard Stadium. Charleston 1, Wilmington 0. Throw in for Wilmington Hammerheads. Van Schaik just drops the ball down. Parrott at the halfway line. Looks for Wheeler. Good little chest into the path of the midfield man. It's wide now to Campbell. Mueller up very high to block him. Here's Nicholson. Just sits in the hole, Nicholson. He does a great job there, as you can see. Just slots it calmly. Always got his head up looking for that pass. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. And here comes Martinez now for Wilmington. Down the line, well, he missed his pass there really, and Mueller will take a touch before clipping it away to concede a throw-in. Again, military appreciation night tonight at Blackboard Stadium. That's why the Battery are wearing the camouflage jerseys. They'll be auctioning them tonight to raise money for Wounded Warrior, the local chapter. I think it's Patriots of the Low Country. I might have that wrong. Hopefully not. As Cordovez's touch carried him into the Wilmington player. Charleston have the ball back in the throw, though. Clipped out to this near side by Portillo. Lovely cushion touch from Ajeti, who pushes forward. Gets it wide to Garbanzo. Continues his run. Van Schaik turns, but lost possession in the turn. And away come Wilmington. Wheeler, the big target striker, pushes it out to the far side in front of Campbell. Wheeler again now. Here's Nicholson. Got his pass away nicely, didn't he? Here's Moose. God, just caught in possession, wasn't he, by Portillo? And now the break is on. Charleston slop it into the gap. Cordovez has got the pace. Can he get the shot away? He's a bit wide. He'll have to wait for support here. Goes to the left. Drives it across. Well, I tell you what, that wasn't far off Garbanzo. But it's all the way across for a throw-in. Looks like there's some action down on the Wilmington bench. Well, there must be an injury because unless it's tactical, it's a bit early to be making a change. That's a good ball to Sonny Jane. Gets away from the challenge, tries to slip in the reverse pass. Ferguson is there. That was a bit late, wasn't it? And those two collide at the top of the 18. Well, I tell you what, it was a push from Wheeler on Ferguson. He could be off, you know. He's been booked. The players were coming together. We'll see if we can look at that again. Ferguson wasn't happy about the challenge from Wheeler. He got up to tell him that, and then he got pushed in the chest, went straight down. I think he's got to go, you know. Let's have a look. Well, it was a little bit late. He gets up, they confront each other. Oh, there you go. Two hands in the chest. I'm not sure he's going to stay on the pitch. Well, let's see what the assistant says here. He's talking to the fourth as well. It was pretty blatant, wasn't it? Yep. He's asking him to come over. It's going to be I think it's a straight red. It is. Off he goes. Well, I could have seen a yellow card as well, but I think he's saying violent conduct, and that's an automatic red card. And that's going to hurt Wilmington's chances. They're going to have to play the last 54 minutes with a player disadvantage. I think they're still going to make a change. Zimmerman is up, ready to come on, a striker. Well, it was a silly push right there. Frustration, but there's no real excuse. He had a yellow. He was on a yellow, so a second yellow would have had him off, but that was a straight red card, which may have further implications down the line. It might be more than a one-game suspension. Zimmerman is in, and who was that who came off? Moose came off. He must have picked up a knock in the early going. And it'll be a drop ball here, I would think, because the referee had stopped play. He's actually given a free kick for the shove, so There you go. It's a warm night here as well. And now these guys are going to be working very hard, the Wilmington players, to keep alive here with Charleston, to stay with them. 79 degrees at kickoff. Hasn't dropped at all. As Ferguson pings it out to Ajeti. Back inside now to Portillo. Looks like they've switched to like a 4-4-1 here, Wilmington, with the substitute Zimmerman, the lone striker. He's going to have to work hard up there. Still looking for a response, of course, from that goal. Ferguson involved for the Battery. Here he is on the ball. Little chip forward. Garbanzo gives chase. Can he get there? Well played by the defender coming across on the cover. Well, Charleston probing away. They'd love to double the advantage before the break. You've got to think this next 6 or 7 minutes critical, crucial for the Hammerheads. Ferguson down the line to Mueller. Back it goes to Sean Ferguson. Sweeps it across to Ajeti. That'll bring the midfield of Wilmington across. Back inside to Portillo. Charleston comfortable in possession here. Van Schaik calls for the ball. Back it goes to Justin Portillo. Pings it across. Great ball to Mueller. Picks him out on the far side. And carries his run forward. Garbanzo, or rather Marini sets it back to Garbanzo. Goes to ground. Flag is up. The referee's going to call a foul there. He has been in the wars tonight, Ricky Garbanzo. He got another kick there. And this will be a chance for Charleston. They'll send the big boys forward. Van Schaik with the in-swinger. Swings it in, looking for Ferguson. It's headed awkwardly away by Nicholson, who just drops to the ground, holding his back. Let's hope he's okay. He's going to go and make sure, I think. He was marking Sean Ferguson, who has been in the thick of it tonight for the Battery man. Here's Mueller with a throw-in for Charleston. Trying to keep the pressure on Wilmington here. In it goes. Headed away. Garbanzo can't get the shot away because Jane came across just in time on the cover. Ferguson first to the loose ball. Down the line to Marini. Oh, he let it run. Has he got the legs to get there? He does. And he's around Campbell. Marini into the box. They're lining up in the middle. Oh, it came off Campbell. Good defending again from the fullback. It'll be a corner for Charleston. He's an awkward one to defend, Dante Marini. He just got his shoulder down and got around Campbell. This is a chance for the Battery. Van Schaik from the corner kick. Lasso heads back across and onto the, over the top of the goal. Goal kick. There is a group of Wilmington supporters, the Port City firm, across on the far side, trying to cheer on their team over there. Well, they'll definitely cheer them on regardless of what happens on the pitch. Hopefully they can encourage the response, though. Wilmington still trail here by a goal to none and have had a player sent off. Cole just shrugs off the challenge of Cordovez, slips it across square to Martinez. Now Sonny Jane. Out to Andre Campbell. Nicholson. Under pressure from Garbanzo. Gets his pass away. Finds Jane, who's been the liveliest of them tonight. Tackled away, though, by Mueller. Marini brings it wide. Can't find a teammate with the pass. Got the tackle in, Marini, but it's Nicholson on the ball. Dispossessed, no, he won it back. Strong work there from Nicholson. He's working hard in that midfield. Paul Nicholson, you can see his back is hurting, isn't it? There's Jane now. Picks out Tomaselli. Jane again. Zimmerman back to the halfway line. Parrott. De Frege just breaks down with the tackle from Ajeti. Van Schaik hooks it around the outside up to the halfway line. Cordovez gives chase, but it's comfortable for Wilmington. This is a good spell from the visitors as they try to finish out this second half strongly and maybe get a goal and get level before the break. Coach Anhauser got up off the bench there for a little word with his players. Here's Jane. He's asking Martinez forward. Jane again. Now Nicholson. Out to Parrott on the right side. Good spell from the Hammerheads. Zimmerman. Back to Parrott. Pressure coming from the Battery midfield, but Wilmington are just passing their way out of trouble. Nicely done. Here's Martinez on the far side. Nicholson would drive it across. What a ball. De Frege cuts past Ajeti, sets it back, shot perhaps. Tackled by Lasso at the last. Well, it was a super ball from Nicholson, but in the end, it comes to nothing. We're into the last few seconds of the first half. We'll probably get a little bit of time added on. We did have a red card, of course, and a goal. Here's Garbanzo. Just takes the sting out of the Wilmington endeavour here with that ball backwards. Now Ferguson up to Portillo, quick turn. Mueller's in acres of space on the far side. Here is Taylor Mueller. Down the line for Aviel Cordovez. Can he hold up possession? He can. Tourrier goes backwards to Sean Ferguson. 3 minutes will be added on here at the end of the first half. Don't forget, all USL regular season and playoff games are available live, free and in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. Lasso squares it to Ferguson. It's been an action-packed first half. The Battery are ahead, courtesy of Justin Portillo's penalty. Garbanzo brought down in the box, and then Wheeler sent off a straight red card to the striker for Wilmington Hammerheads. And his teammates are left to work hard without him here. That's a bit loose. Lasso lumps it away to the far side. They'll remain with just 10 players. Wilmington now for the remainder of the game. Stay with us at half-time. We'll briefly leave the broadcast, but we'll be back for the start of the second half. We might take a look at some highlights from the first half right before kickoff as we continue live coverage of this match from Blackboard Stadium, Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston win it back in the tackle, then give it away. Here's Sonny Jane. Not much on. He's going to have to go it alone here. Tourrier slips and Jane almost recovers his own pass. Bit sloppy. Oh, that's... going to say a bit sloppy from the Battery, but maybe some tired legs creeping in at the end of this half for Wilmington. The referee has a glance at his watch. Ferguson with it for Charleston. Maybe time for one last foray forward. Ajeti finds Van Schaik. Van Schaik again. Tourrier wasn't expecting that. It goes backwards to Ferguson. Now Van Schaik in a bit of space. Garbanzo making a little awkward run forward. It's still Van Schaik. Gets it wide to Mueller. Charleston ready for the halftime whistle, it would seem. Ajeti now. Possession football from the Battery. Portillo's going to slot that one down the middle to Garbanzo. Garbanzo trying to slip it through. Wilmington read the danger and can bring it away on this near side. There's the halftime whistle. 45 minutes in the books. Charleston are 1-0 up. Wilmington reduced to 10 men. We're going to take a break. When we come back, second half kickoff here live from Blackboard Stadium.
The 2015 Subaru Forester. The most award-winning small SUV with better fuel economy than competing models. And the certainty down the road you expect from a Subaru. The 2015 Subaru Forester. It's a whole lot to love.
Come see what everybody loves at Cruise Subaru.
And maintain the love with complimentary maintenance included only at Cruise Subaru on Rivers.
America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
Blackboard Stadium 1-0 here at half-time. Charleston ahead via a Justin Portillo penalty kick. Let's have a look at some highlights. There's the header from Lasso early in the game that forced a great save from Andre Rawls. Strong challenge by Lasso. You can see the frustration starting to build in Wheeler. Well, that comes back to haunt him in a few minutes. Here's Cordovez at the top of the 18. He got his strike away, not much behind it though. Chance for Wilmington from the set piece. Good hands from the goalkeeper though in Adisnell Cooper. Cordovez driving into the side netting at the 15-minute mark. And here's the penalty. It was Justin Portillo from the spot. Took his time in the run-up. Buried the finish though. 1-0 Charleston. Good work there from Ferguson. Here's a free kick chance that Sonny Jane just lifted over the bar. You see Adisnell Cooper colliding with the bar himself. Half chance for Cordovez. He scuffed his shot. This was a better moment. Got into the box. The shot not really on in the end though. And there is some drama to come, folks, if you missed the first half. That one flashing across the face. Ferguson caught late there. Gets up, reacts, and then, oof. 2 hands in the chest. And there's a straight red for Wheeler. And Wilmington will play the second half with just 10 men. Well, I think if you were watching the first half, on the balance of it, you'd have to say the Battery deserving of this lead that they have. But we'll see. What's the response going to be like now from Wilmington? They've got 45 minutes to get back into this game. Warm evening here, early summer's evening. We are at capacity at Blackboard Stadium. There's folks all the way around the field. Many people enjoying the game from behind the goal. Right behind Rawls, who'll be getting an earful, I'm sure, in the second half. Good group here from Wilmington as well to support the Hammerheads. Just a 3-hour drive up the coast to North Carolina. We welcome those of you joining us on the broadcast from that direction. Wilmington will have the ball when we get the second half underway. I'm looking for any changes from the Battery side that started, and there aren't any. Coach Anhauser happy with the way things are progressing. Actually, let me take that back. There has been a substitution. Navian Boyd has come into the game here. Ricky Garbanzo, who got kicked a few times in the first half, makes way. But he did draw that penalty, so the Jamaican speedster is on the right wing. Up against a... He'll be up against a Jamaican as well. Andre Campbell. Away we go. Wilmington with possession as we get the second half underway. Straight down the middle. Lasso asking for his goalkeeper, Adisnell Cooper, to come and collect it. It's military appreciation night here tonight at Blackboard Stadium. The Battery are in the green, what's that, woodland camo jerseys, the Nike jerseys, going from left to right in the second half. And here's Navian Boyd, the substitute, his first touch. Running at Campbell, who'll be aware of his pace. Cuts inside him, squares it to Cordovez. Onto his right foot, the shot will miss the target. Goal kick. Well, good defending from Nicholson, who will be well aware of the strong left foot that Cordovez possesses. He showed him the right foot, and Cordovez misses the target. Good challenge from Tourbeau, who's been very dogged today in the midfield. He's had a good game, Sebastien Tourbeau. Relishing the start tonight. Ferguson out to Mueller on this near side. Lasso. Back across to Ferguson. This time he misses out Mueller and finds Navian Boyd. Back to Mueller. The touch a little heavy from Boyd there. Tonight's camo jerseys, incidentally, will be auctioned to benefit Wounded Warrior. Hopefully we raise a ton of money for that great charity, as Navian Boyd now leaves it for Taylor Mueller. I know some of the players were disappointed that they won't get to keep their jerseys because they like them, but of course, going to a good cause as Marini takes it on the chest in the box. Can't keep possession. Campbell, left-footed ball away. Lasso heads up into the air. Jane on the end of it, keeps it in play nicely. Finds Zimmerman. Now Tomaselli switches to the far side. Good ball. Parrott. Up to DeFregger. He gets away from Tourrier. Could have been a foul. Play on, says the referee. There's an advantage. Jane now running at Mueller to the byline. Mueller goes across. There's a chance. Well, there's no one there. Wilmington appealing for a penalty, but it's not coming, and Charleston can bring it away. Cordovez lets it across his body. He's got some pace. Running at them on the far side. Running at Cole. Looks for some help. He gets Portillo involved now. Now here's Tourrier. Remember, the Battery have got an extra player. They've got the advantage. Mueller in space on this near side. Acres of space. Down the line to Navi and Boyd. He's running at Campbell again. Goes round the outside this time. He's by him to the byline. Cuts back inside Campbell onto his left foot. Drives it across. It took a nasty little deflection, but a good pair of clean hands there from Rolls to pick it up. Good challenge there. Tourrier cushion touch. Now here's Ferguson. Wilmington are going to have to take some chances here. They're on the back foot at the moment, though, as Ajeti plays it inside to Van Schaik, as a member of the Battery's supporters group. The Queen Anne's Revenge. Encouraging the fans on this near side. The QAR group sit ordinarily over in East 1. Looks packed over there tonight. I tell you what. I heard at half-time they went to standing room only to squeeze a few extra folks in for this game tonight. So a bumper crowd here. A week following Memorial Day, it was another big game last week with Charlotte in town. That one finished 1-1. Again, Charleston unbeaten here at Blackboard Stadium in over a year. In USL play, I should say. There to be one in the midfield. Super challenge from Tourrier. Goes to ground, but made a clean connection with the ball. Here's Mueller. He's got a bit of pace, Mueller. And around he goes, past the Wilmington player. There was some tangling there. He finds Cordovez on his left foot. He hits his shot. Oh, I tell you what. Struck it well, but wide of the target. Goal kick. Can't allow him too much space when he's on his left foot because he has got a very heavy strike. And that is inviting to him. Look at that. Pings it wide, but he hooked his foot round it. Mueller volleys forward, looking for Boyd. Controls on the chest. Marini rides the challenge. There to be one in the midfield. Portillo, quick feet, turns, looks up. He's got Ajeti asking for it on the far side. Finds him with the outside of his right foot. Ajeti inside to Van Schaik. Angles one up to Cordovez. Sets it wide now to Ajeti. Back it goes to Lasso. The Battery probing. Van Schaik round the outside now to Cordovez. Waits for the overlapping run from Van Schaik. Good defending from Wilmington. Good hold up there from Zimmerman, and he finds a teammate on this near side, and now Campbell invited forward. Tomaselli now. Jane breaks to this near side. Two in the middle for Wilmington. Here's a chance. Good tackle from Ferguson. Ooh. That was a little bit late, wasn't it? Ferguson not happy with that challenge. Go away, says the referee. He saw it. He was in very quickly. It's going to be a yellow card for Sonny Jane. Well, he has been in the thick of it tonight, Sean Ferguson. And Jane will get the booking. Well, he needs to be careful now. Wilmington are going to make a change. Not messing around here. Tomaselli makes way for Basagog. An attacking change. Charleston can build again now on the far side with a jetty. Van Schaik, who ordinarily plays in the middle, he's been asked to play a wider role tonight. Well, that was a clear foul. It'll be a free kick for Charleston. Get away from me, says the referee, Mr. Zhelyashkov. Didn't want anything to do with the protest. Free kick, Charleston Battery. Portillo plays it across to Ferguson. Boyd down the line. Oh, good turn from Mueller as he got the pace. He has. Oh, his touch was heavy at the last. He was around Campbell. He just dropped the shoulder on him. Goal kick, Wilmington. Well, the Hammerheads will just be working hard here, knowing that just one goal separates the teams despite the red card. Very much in this game, Wilmington. The longer it goes on, the greater their hopes will be. Strong header from Mueller. Campbell is there. He locks it back to the keeper. He's under pressure. Good clearance from Rawls. Good header again from Mueller. Strong challenge on Ferguson. They are really targeting. He must have done something to annoy one of them. Well, that was late, wasn't it? He caught Van Schaik after the ball had gone. Zimmerman, he puts his hand up to apologize, but, well, it's still painful, isn't it? It's been a very physical performance tonight from the Hammerheads. There you can say, that is a nasty challenge. No attempt there to play the ball. He just put his foot on the ankle. And, you know, in that situation, there's not much you can do except sort of take it, which is what Van Schaik did. Charleston build again. Mueller. Back to Ferguson. Well, they'd love to see a reaction, I'm sure, from one of the Battery players, the Wilmington Hammerheads, and even up the numbers here, if possible. Mueller down the line for Boyd. Boyd inside to Tourbeau. Tourbeau forward to... Oh, that's good football. Oh, heavy touch from Tourbeau. It doesn't work out after that little sequence involving Portillo. Basagog brings it forward. Running at Mueller. Goes to ground and wins the ball in the tackle. Wins it back though, Basagog. Good strength. The ball clipped out to the far side. Van Schaik across on the cover. 10 minutes played in the second half. Still 1-0 to the Battery. Jane running a jetty. Plays it wide. Parrott down the line. And into touch. It'll be a corner kick for the Wilmington Hammerheads. Well, this is a chance. Have you visited the new USLsoccer.com? Get the latest news and live stats and check out the new social media hub. There's some more activity on the Wilmington bench. But right now it's a corner for the Hammerheads. Jane will take it. That's a good ball in, punched away by Additional Cooper. Boyd has got the pace to get to the ball. Can't keep it in though, can he? No, that's going to be a throw-in. Quickly taken throw. Heavy challenge by Mueller. Throw in Wilmington again. And here comes the change. It's going to be, let's see, Parrott, who makes way for Fairclough. Let's see now. So we've got Basagog, Fairclough, and Zimmerman. All three of them have entered the game. So 3 substitutions made by Wilmington. 2 more to go. Oh, well played, Jane. He's around Mueller. In it comes. Chance for Wilmington. Corner kick. Quick free kick taken there. or quick restart, and Sonny Jane, who has looked the most dangerous, got around Taylor Mueller for the first time tonight. I think it's DeFrega to take it on that right foot. Here comes the delivery. Away by Lasso. Campbell back out to this near side. Good ball in. Ferguson big enough to get there. And that's a nice ball out from the back. And here come Charleston with numbers. It's Cordovez misses the target. Well, he ran a long way in the end. Felt like he had to have a crack, but couldn't get it on frame. Charleston want to make a change. This game pulsating now. Great atmosphere here tonight. Full house for this local rival matchup. And who's going to be the substitute here? It's Jared Van Schaik, the team captain, who makes way for Michael Chang. He'll be glad of the rest, I'm sure. He's done a good job tonight, and he's played a lot of minutes, Jared Van Schaik. Remember, 8th game for the Battery in the month of May. Mueller takes the captain's armband. Snap header down from Tourbeau in the midfield. DeFrega gets it to this near side. Here comes Mueller. Big challenge again from the big defender. Wilmington, though, to their credit, having a real go here, trying to get back into this game. And Campbell drives it in at the near post, away by Ferguson. Oof, unlucky there. Bassagog couldn't bring that under control. Battery have still got Dane Kelly, who you would think would make an appearance at some point to give Cordovez a break. Here's Justin Portillo for Charleston. On the ground, finds Chang. Chang, first time ball to Marini. Takes it in stride, and then touch gets away from him. Unlucky. Wilmington with possession on the far side with Sonny Jane, who's been all over the field tonight. Here's Fairclough. Moon rising over the stadium. A beautiful evening here in Charleston, South Carolina. Battery are 1-0 up on the Wilmington Hammerheads. Bassagog, good control. Running at Mueller. Edge of the 18. Cuts onto his right foot. Squares it. Away by a Jetty who was reading the danger. And there's a long ball forward for Cordovez to chase. Fairclough got to the loose ball first. Now Martinez. It's been a good 15 minutes here for Wilmington at the start of this second half. Charleston win it back there with Tourbeau. Don't forget, it's Wilmington playing with just 10 men. But you wouldn't know it from the way this second half has gone. Oh, that's a little flick forward. Cordovez is around the defenders. Little touch back. Can't pick it up. Good work from the goalkeeper. He is working very hard, Cordovez, tonight. Lasso heads down. Mueller there. First to the loose ball. Good touch from Portillo. He wants to lock that into the gap. It's behind Navian Boyd. Now here comes Boyd. Top of the 18. Onto his left foot. Leaves it for Tourbeau. Chang wide. Just inside the box. Slips it into the gap for Marini, but out comes the keeper. Sprang off his line and picks it up. There's a couple of players warming up on the side for the Battery. We are going to see a change in a few minutes, I would think. Lasso wins the header. Jetty heads inside for Sebastien Tourbeau. Marini was having a look there, but it's short to Portillo. Wide now to Chang. Chang down the line to Marini, who's onside. Fairclough dragged across the centre half. Marini running at him. He'll be looking to just angle in here to the byline. Squares it in at the near post. Well played by Martinez, who had the position. And then away in the end by Wilmington. Driven forward. Can he keep it in here? Basagog. Yes, he can. Good touch. Mueller ahead of him. Little step over. Charleston defenders staying on their feet, and it came off him last. Unlucky. Good defending. And it'll be a goal kick for the Battery. Here come the changes. Let's see who's first. It's Dante Marini, number 19. He'll make way for Memo Rodriguez. He missed the game in the week, the Open Cup game. He went back to Houston to play in the exhibition match against Manchester City. Unfortunately cancelled because of the rain, the weather they've had there. Rain really doesn't describe it. Biblical style. Dreadful situation in Houston. As Cordovez now gives way, makes way for Dane Kelly. Meanwhile, Corbin Bone onto the field for Wilmington. It was DeFrega who came off. Nicholson strong in the challenge. Chang in there with a... DeFrega makes way for Corbin Bone, the final substitution. Here's a Jetty. So Wilmington with one change left now. Remember, they're playing with 10 men. They may have to make that change later in the game just to bring in some fresh legs. They'll be working hard, Wilmington, to stay in this now. Good header away. One in the midfield. Touch to the far side. It's Jane on the ball. Back to Fairclough. And all the way back to the keeper Rolls. First time ball away. He's given it to Boyd, who couldn't control it. So here come Wilmington now with numbers forward. Basagog into the middle. Chance perhaps. Oh, unlucky. Sonny Jane lifted over the bar from 18 yards out. And Charleston remain 1-0 up here over the Wilmington Hammerheads. There's nothing between these teams, is there? You can see it. It has been back and forth despite the red card that was issued to Aaron Wheeler, the Wilmington striker. Tourbeau digs in there, gets a piece of it. Ferguson heads away. Good touch forward, looking for Kelly, doesn't get there. Martinez brings it away. Down the line now. Basagog, inside to Zimmerman. Bone picks out Zimmerman at the edge of the 18. Chance for a cross here. They're all back defending for Charleston. Tourbeau with a little touch. Oof, that was late. Play on, says the referee. Kelly has to... Well, Tourbeau's passed just a little bit too late. Kelly trying to hold his run. And Wilmington get the ball back. There's Rodriguez. Keeping Rawls honest. Good work from Rawls. He finds a teammate in Bone. Brings it forward. Sharp pass downfield. Now Nicholson steadies it wide. 66th minute. 1-0 to the Battery, the score. The referee says free kick, Wilmington Hammerheads. The challenge from Tourbeau. Not clean. Well, it's been a superb game of football tonight. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are this evening. Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content. Here's the free kick. Swung in. Good head away from Lasso. Little touch wide now to Kelly. And he's got Boyd overlapping. There's some pace out here. Down the line it goes for Navian Boyd. Boyd looks up. Back inside to Kelly. Kelly rides the challenge, has a shot with his left foot, took a deflection and kept in over there by the goalkeeper. Rawls. And back at the Battery come Wilmington. There are going to be some tired legs in the morning. I tell you what, 67th minute. Super ball out to this near side. Basagog controls it. Trying to go by Mueller. He gets to the byline, crosses, and kept in play by Cooper. I think he brought it into touch, though. You know, I think that's going to be a throw-in for Charleston. Maybe not. There was some activity over here on this near side. I think it's going to be a throw. Let's see. Yep, throw in Charleston Battery. He didn't quite keep it in. Remember, the Battery have had a busy schedule over the last few weeks. They'll be tiring too. Mueller, down the line it goes. Kelly cushions the touch. Tackled by Campbell. Throw in Charleston. Here's Ferguson, who's been really in the thick of it tonight. Good ball out to the far side to Emmanuel Ajetti. Leaves it for Navian Boyd, who's switched sides with Chang here for a couple of minutes. The two wingers swap sides. Maybe they fancy Boyd's pace over there on the far side. Against Cole. Chang cushions the touch. Oh, he slips it in, but well, it was a bit late, wasn't it? You saw the thought from Portillo. Still 1-0 Charleston. That's the critical stat. There's still a way back here for Wilmington if they can find a goal. Driven out to this near side. Tackled by Chang. Throw in Wilmington, says the linesman, the assistant referee. Mr. Zhelyazkov in the middle. Looks on. Oh, that was a little bit heavy, was it? Is that a free kick or just a throw-in? I think it's a free kick, is it? Yes. Just played the man instead of the ball over there. It has been a rough game tonight. Almost like the Wilmington of old. Tonight's opponents. Chang heads forward. Martinez, good first touch, smothered the ball. Rawls will just hammer it forward. Lasso, a big header away. Nicholson volleys downfield. Mueller takes it on the chest. Portillo asking for it to feet. Wide to Martinez. He's so smooth on the ball there, Portillo. Back it goes now to Lasso. Boyd hugging the touchline over there. He's trying to find a way to get that ball to his feet as it goes backwards all the way to Additional Cooper. Now Sean Ferguson. 20 minutes to play at Blackboard Stadium. The home side 1-0 up. Playing against 10 men. Here's Sean Ferguson. Wilmington allowing Charleston possession here. There's no urgency for the Battery to get forward. They'll try and angle a ball forward here now with Tourbeau. Kelly drags it under control. Good touch. Trying to slip it in for Rodriguez. The pass wasn't really on, and Rawls can pick it up. Nicholson. Had a good game tonight, Nicholson. Finds Zimmerman, plays it back now to Campbell, sets it into the midfield. That's off target, that pass. And now here come Charleston with Rodriguez, slips it into the gap for Boyd. Has he got the pace? He has, good save. Great ball from Rodriguez. Good save from the keeper to deny Navian Boyd. Perfectly weighted pass from the youngster. Boyd got there first, but he saw his shot smothered away. Now Martinez. Forward to Campbell. Good challenge from Mueller. Tourbeau stays on his feet, wins possession. Finds Chang. Round the outside to Kelly. He's in space over here. Looks up. Rodriguez is offside. Chang beaten to the ball by a very tired-looking Nicholson. And Wilmington with possession now on the far side. The tackle comes in. That'll be a throw-in for Charleston. Quickly back underway with Sebastien Tourbeau, the Haitian international. Chang trying to slip it around the side. Flag goes up. Kelly's offside. Wouldn't have counted. It'll be a free kick for the Hammerheads. Well, the tension is still evident because the scoreline remains. Charleston 1, Wilmington 0. That's loose. Straight to Dane Kelly. Kelly turns to look at them. He's around Fairclough. Oh, he got pushed as he got the shot away. The referee says no, not enough there. Free kick, not given. It'll be a goal kick for Wilmington. Nicholson there, just put his hand into the back of Dane Kelly. It was a poor giveaway, but Wilmington survive. Here's Rawls. Clips it to the halfway line. Headed down for Nicholson. Searching ball forward, looking for Basagog. Tried to keep it in. It was always going to be awkward for him. It'll be a goal kick now for Charleston Battery as we approach the final 15 minutes here at Blackboard Stadium. Referee telling Additional Cooper to get on with it. Slips as he drives it to the halfway line. Tourbeau wins the flick. Header. Chang. High boot there. It came off Campbell, rather. No foul. The referee says he saw it differently. It'll be a throw-in for Wilmington. Oh, he's saying free kick, actually. It did look like it was a... Well, there you go. Overall, my overall. It'll be a throw-in for the Hammerheads at the halfway line on this near side. Zimmerman touches it down. Oh, he gave it straight to Navian Boyd. Boyd can step away from him here into the feet of Memo Rodriguez. Rides the tackle, finds Chang. Chang cuts in onto his left foot. Back it goes to Portillo. Here's Tourbeau in space. He's got Boyd wide, cuts back onto his right foot. Up to Memo Rodriguez. Oh, he gave it away. Bit loose in the pass, and it breaks down. Didn't have much time to react there. The goalkeeper did well to get it away. Tourbeau can control the ball. Here's Ferguson. Squares it to Lasso, the rookie central defender. Product of Wofford. Oh, that's a good ball, isn't it, from Rodriguez. Boyd's going to try and go around the defender. He slips it in at the near post. Comfortable save for Rawls. Just picked it up. Not even a save, really. Just grabbed it at the near post. Hurls it out to this near side to Basagog. Caught in possession by Mueller. Lovely defending. Now here's Rodriguez. Well, into touch from the youngster, throw in Wilmington. This game is hanging in the balance. Give a lot of credit to the way Wilmington have come out and approached this in the second half. Playing with 10 men. That one lifted forward, and it's a good header back to the keeper. Cooper punts it downfield. Big distance on the kick. Kelly rides the challenge. Didn't know where the ball was, but he found... Oh, he didn't because Nicholson grabbed the ball off him. Now here come Wilmington across the halfway line. Bit loose in the pass there. Charleston will try and press them back. Back it goes to the keeper, Rawls. Away to the halfway line. Comfortable for Ferguson. Touch heavy, but he finds Tourbeau. Now Portillo. Wide to Boyd. He's in acres of space on the far touch line. Looking to cut onto his right foot, perhaps. Squares it for Kelly. Kelly has a shot blocked by Wilmington. Good defending from Martinez. Free kick, Hammerheads, says the referee. The Battery fans don't agree. Chang involved. Don't forget to follow @USL on Twitter to become a league insider, join club conversations, and have a chance at exclusive giveaways. 5,455 the attendance tonight. Biggest crowd of the year for the Battery. They did go to standing room. Remember, the seats only hold right around 5,200. And there's a bunch of people behind the goal away to our right and to our left. That's a good ball to Campbell if he can get on the end of it. Can he get the shot away? He can, but it's off a Battery leg and behind for a corner kick. Wilmington are going to roll the dice. They're going to make the final substitution. It'll be Brian Ackley to come on to replace Martinez. I think it's Basagog who'll take the corner, so an outswinger with that left foot. To the back post. Good header away from Lasso. Jane onto the loose ball. Back to Basagog again onto his left foot. In at the near post and behind by Portillo to concede another corner. Wilmington throwing it forward at the Battery. This time it's going to be Sonny Jane, I think, on that left-footed outswinger from the corner kick. Into the middle. Oh, it's wide! Well, there was the chance. Fairclough was unmarked. And he snaps the header wide of the target. Big chance for the Hammerheads to equalise. Had to get that on frame. And trouble Cooper as it was. Just wide of the target. Well wide. Cooper gets us back underway. Clips it downfield. Rodriguez. Can he get on the end of it? He can't. It's all the way back to the keeper. He can't. Well, it's outside of the box. He wouldn't be able to pick it up anyway. Drives it forward. Lasso wins the header. Nicholson gets it wide. Mueller stabs the foot in. Campbell controls. Hits it long. Ferguson finds Mueller in the headed pass. And that's loose, and Kelly will try and latch on to that. Campbell goes back to the keeper. He's been good tonight as well. I'll tell you what, the keeper rolls. Hasn't had much to do. The penalty, of course, you can't fault him for. Beyond that, he's been active and involved, but hasn't really put a foot wrong. Wilmington will build again. They've had a great second half, trying to come back at the Battery with 10 men. And that's a good weighted pass. Basagog in behind Mueller, goes to ground and gets the tackle in. Ferguson helps his defensive partner and clears it up the line to Dane Kelly. Rides the challenge. Good target striker play there from Kelly. And look at the space for Boyd on the far side. Wilmington stretched. Boyd misses his pass. And the Hammerheads get it back. Well, he could have attacked the space there. I think that's what they were hoping. As Basagog controls. This game is really open. Jane running at the back four. Round Ferguson, who sticks his leg out. Free kick, Hammerheads. Yellow card for Sean Ferguson. Well, he didn't want to let Jane go by him, and he made sure he didn't. And this is a big chance for Wilmington to level. Let's have a look at the foul. Well, he didn't really move much, but the leg was across, I suppose. Let's see if Corbin Bone can do anything with this free kick. Right-footed chance for the Hammerheads from outside the box. Oh, he struck it into the wall. They're appealing, but they're not going to get the penalty. Would have come very quickly. I don't think the arm was out. It may have struck the arm, but not enough for the referee to buy into the penalty shout. And it's 3 against 1 here. If Chang can find the pass, it's wide to Rodriguez. The keeper's coming out of the box. He should get there first and does. Well, Chang misses the pass and Wilmington escape. It was 3 against 1. But it remains just Charleston 1, Wilmington nothing. Tourbeau. Good pressure from the Wilmington midfield, and they get the ball back, and here they come again, the Hammerheads. Basagog striding forward, tackled by Mueller. Chang tackled at the edge of the 18. Bone. Little back heel, gets it back again. Jane somehow stays on his feet. Gets it wide. Here is Jane, rather. It was Basagog who stayed on his feet there. Can he get round Mueller? Cannot. Good tackle from the Battery skipper. Kelly can't control the pass. Jane again. Slashes it across and it's behind for another corner. Ferguson furious with the defending. He thinks that ball should have gone to the halfway line. It'll be Sonny Jane with another corner chance for Wilmington. You wouldn't put it past the Hammerheads here in the 84th minute. They've been threatening. To the back post. Charleston get it away, and there's a counter-attack on here with Memo Rodriguez. Kelly ahead of him. Slips it into the gap for Kelly, who's behind Nicholson. Turns. Down he goes. Play, says the referee. Kelly still. Now it's Navian Boyd, and the shot is blocked down, and the Hammerheads repel the chance. Good defending, desperate defending from Wilmington. They play it long early. This game is wide open. Basagog. Some tired legs for both sets of players. Cross comes in. Portillo misses the control. Mueller volleys away. Nicholson controls. He looks dog-tired. Left-footed ball to the top of the 18. Lasso wins the header. Ajeti across to the far side. Keeps it in play. Into touch. Off the Wilmington man. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Actually, it went straight out, did it? No, I think it is going to be a throw for Charleston. What a game we've had tonight. Back and forth. The penalty from Portillo, the only thing that separates these teams. That'll be a free kick for Charleston. Here in the 86th minute time, really now the clock running down, the biggest enemy for Wilmington. Ackley it was who got called on the foul. Well, twice the Battery have had good chances to double the advantage, and Wilmington have done well on both occasions as Boyd slips it back to Justin Portillo. Long ball forward, looking for Kelly. Nicholson heads away. Good touch there from Tourbeau. Rodriguez finds Kelly, who's offside. Free kick, Hammerheads. Bumper crowd here for this one tonight. The home supporters, of course, hoping the Battery can hang on here. And it does feel like they're hanging on, the Battery, despite the numerical advantage. Ackley doing well, working hard against Rodriguez. Finds Sonny Jane. Plays it forward, straight to Lasso, though. Now here's Ajeti. Portillo Up to Kelly. Oh, Fairclough stepped ahead of him with possession. Won it cleanly. Back to Nicholson. Puts his head down and brings it to the halfway line. Hammers it downfield. Headed inside by Mueller, who's had a great game tonight. One in the midfield by Fairclough. The Battery strikers not really getting into it much at the moment as Portillo wins possession back. Looks downfield. He finds Boyd. Kelly has got to hold his run. Boyd. Oh, can he get round there? No, he can't. Heavy challenge, but fair. And it's back to the keeper rolls. Again, they were there for the taking, you would think, on the counter-attack as Boyd wins the tackle. Throw in Hammerheads. We're in the 88th minute here at Blackboard Stadium. It's 1-0 to the Battery. And here come Wilmington again. That's a lovely pass to Basagog into the box. He sets it up for, oh, unlucky. Missed the shot, but it's still alive. Cross comes in. Mueller on the chest, and then a big volleyed clearance. Nicholson heads it forward. Wilmington all over Charleston here now. Well, there's some contact, but not enough. And it'll be a goal kick for Charleston. Here in the 89th minute, time running out. There'll be some added time for sure. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Don't forget, Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Of course, the Battery is a Nike club. The referee doesn't like that challenge on Tourbeau. He just got knocked in the back. Couldn't really defend himself. It'll be a free kick for Charleston, which will take us to about the 90th minute. To about full time, rather, ahead of any time our referee adds on. Good performance tonight from Sébastien Tourbeau. Very dogged. Portillo chips it forward. Kelly on the chest, controls it. Get up, says the referee. No foul. Here come Wilmington. They won it back. Looked like a little bit of a kick from Fairclough, but no foul called. Kelly stays down. Rodriguez digs in. Still Kelly is down on the ground. He's going to have to stop play to allow treatment. 2 minutes have been added on. We're into that period of extra time now. Stoppage time, rather. Well, there was some contact between the two of them, but the referee saw nothing wrong in the challenge. Looks to be in some discomfort, Dane Kelly. But will walk off, so should be okay to continue. There's about 90 seconds plus whatever else the referee adds on. There'll be a few extra seconds, you would think. It'll be a drop ball here, but the Wilmington Hammerheads, I doubt, will contest it. Charleston will give it back to them. And there you go. Ferguson bringing the Battery forward. He doesn't want to give all that space up to the Hammerheads. It's with Rawls, the goalkeeper, who can bang it downfield here. Lasso misses the jump, and here's a chance! Off the post! Second chance! Oh, he misses it! Oh, and there was the chance for the Wilmington Hammerheads. Just a long ball forward. The bounce beat everybody. And off the post. Charleston escape. Remarkable turn of events. Sometimes the gods just aren't with you. Look at that. Oh, he couldn't have done that if he tried. I tell you what. Wilmington will try again here as Ajeti clears up the line. Boyd controls. Chang wants it played early. Kelly gives chase. Keeper comes out. Smashes it downfield. Tourbeau on the chest controls. Beaten off the second ball. Campbell brings it forward. It's a great effort, this. One back in the tackle. Chang plays it forward, and now Rodriguez in a foot race with Nicholson. Goes around the defender. Into the box. Pushes it wide to Kelly. Offside flag is up. It'll be a free kick to Wilmington. Looked like a foul by Nicholson again. The referee didn't spot it. Well, by my watch, we've played the extra time, the stoppage time, and Charleston can break again here with Rodriguez. Lifts it forward, straight to the keeper. We've played an extra 30 seconds. There's the final whistle. Time runs out for Wilmington. A valiant performance from the visitors, but not enough to get back at the Battery, who win this game by 1-0. The difference between the teams, the penalty kick from Justin Portillo in the first half, and Charleston get their 6th win of the season, and at least for a few minutes, we're not sure what's happening in Rochester, move into a tie, first place in the Eastern Conference of USL. Justin Portillo, the hero tonight, converting from the spot after Ricky Garbanzo was brought down in the box. Wilmington throwing everything at the Battery despite the 10 players they had left on the field after the striker Aaron Wheeler was shown a red card. I'm sure there'll be some long thoughts back about that moment. It was a silly challenge from him, pushed Sean Ferguson down, and they have worked very hard tonight, Wilmington. Credit to the visitors, but coming up just short. Denied by the woodwork in stoppage time, and the Battery pick up another 3 points. That just about wraps it up from us here in Blackboard, at Blackboard Stadium. Big crowd on hand tonight to see the Battery win 1-0 against the Wilmington Hammerheads. These teams will go at it again next week in Wilmington, North Carolina. Make sure you come out to watch that game on Saturday, June the 6th at Legion Field. And on behalf of the local broadcast crew here in Charleston, South Carolina, this is Andrew Bell wishing you all a very good night.